Hey friends, on this Wednesday, Greg Merriweather and Elizabeth Val here with you. We're going to start with the heat in Tiger Stadium. During the early season, it's really no joke, and now a state lawmaker is perhaps stepping in.
He is calling on the SEC to limit LSU home games in September to nighttime only after dozens of fans suffered heat-related illnesses just last fall. Perry Robinson has been looking at this one. Perry.
Hey, Greg and Liz, leaders say the goal is to keep fans safe, but the change is easier said than done.
A Louisiana lawmaker would like to make sure you only see night games at LSU and Tiger Stadium, at least for the month of September. The reason? It all goes back to a dangerous and hot game last fall.
We don't want anybody to get hurt from being at a football game.
This was the UCLA game last season. Kickoff was just after 2:30, a hot mid-afternoon game. EMS treated 8 people outside the stadium because of the heat. But get this, inside the stadium, Acadian Ambulance responded to nearly 70 calls, a majority of them also due to the heat. Since temperatures in Louisiana often hit highs of 90s and sometimes over 100 around that time, the state rep is asking the SEC to only schedule home games for LSU after 6 p.m. during September.
I don't want to wait for it to become a problem and say, I should have done something.
Brad Harris from EMS recalls how dangerous that day was for fans and says a later kickoff could make a difference.
If you were to move the games later in the evening just for those, first few games, possibly, I do feel like that could potentially help us with our call volume. It would lower the calls of the dehydrated patients and the overheated patients.
It's important to note that Representative Illg is not proposing a new law. He's filing a resolution, which is basically a recommendation.
I know it's a task to get the SEC and LSU and everybody on board. I understand financial obligations, but the safety and the health of the fans should be ultimate along with the players. I'm not trying to shove anything down anybody's throat. I think it's a good common sense idea, and I think the public will be on board, and I think eventually everybody else will be as well.
Illg hopes the SEC will listen to his concerns and allow the change to happen. Greg and Liz, back to you.
All right, we'll wait and see. Thank